see that? McMurray trying to find the 2-car again. Almost found the 99.
Well, there's some sense of urgency to get with your teammates.
Oh, look out. Here we go.
Man.
Right into the wall. McMurray. Kyle Busch is involved. The 66 and the 99 of Waltrip goes around. Oh, and another late hit right there with McMurray, unable to get the car stopped. Jamie's okay, but obviously the car is not.
We're done here, guys.
A lot of good cars torn up here, man.
41 of Jennifer Jo Cobb is involved also. You saw the 28 of Derek Cope. There is Tim George Jr. He's got severe damage. Eric McClure's from number 14. He's limping back to pit road.
Looked to be a big product of drivers trying to get teamed back up with someone they'd been drafting with before.
That's Mike Bliss. He was one of our 16 different leaders today. And we got a big mess to clean up. Stephen Wallace heading for the garage area. He and Michael Ednett had done a really good job of following the orders. They were running nose to tail all day long, helping each other out.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. You're here and you've missed everything, and then on a restart when things are, you're most susceptible, really. As we said before, cautions breed cautions, and this is another certainly extreme case of that.
Clint Boyer in as well, as he's got some damage. You saw Jennifer Jo Cobb. There's Jamie out of the car. Jennifer was actually still running on the lead lap. She was one of 34 drivers on the lead lap.
Yeah, we were on pace, certainly, as you mentioned, for a record for a number of cars on the lead lap, but this has taken a lot of them out.
Here we go.
It's like you say, it's just a sense of urgency. All these cars trying to get with each other, and you see some contact right there mid-pack. Looked like Boyer was involved in that.
That looked like Kyle Busch getting into Jamie McMurray is what got all of that started. And I think he was just trying to push Jamie, but a little bit too much of a push, and maybe at the exact wrong spot on his rear bumper.
James Buescher and Justin Allgaier both slid through unscathed. Here's another look.
See this, they try to go up through the middle.
Looks like there was some contact with Michael Waltrip too at the same time.
And it could have been Boyer into the 18 also that made him get into the 1 a little bit harder.
On board, Stephen Wallace. Alan said it from the very beginning of the broadcast. It is always big here in Talladega, and this one was big.
You can see right there, you got three cars pushing each other, and they're just one's driving the other, and there's just no control.
Yeah, and I think Kyle was actually trying to stay off of Jamie a little bit after he saw he got him a little bit squirrely, but then Clint Boyer was on his bumper pushing hard.
All right, we've still got a lot of cleanup to do. We're going to go on board with Clint Boyer as the big one occurs with 28 laps to go. We've just had the big one today with 28 laps to go right down the backstretch, and about a dozen cars involved in this. Several have limped back as we are in a red flag situation again. Our second of the day, third of the year. The only other one was back at Daytona. And Kenny Wallace had a great view of this, and he managed to get around it.
You can see all these cars on the outside. Got a gap between all of them until they get right here and they start trying to come back together. And you can see Michael's up on the outside against the wall. You can't hardly see him right here. Like there was some contact almost simultaneous from the side and from the back.
Yeah, sometimes on these restarts, you're not exactly sure where you're going, but Kenny Wallace had gotten kind of trapped down on the inside, and it was a blessing for him this time. He was able to miss all of this.
Let's go on board with Trevor Bayne.
One outside of you, two outside of you. All clear, man. All clear.
That was a big help to Trevor Bayne to get
Right
through
behind
this.
you, man. Back off of him. Back off of him. Watch your back. Inside. Yes.
And there he is. Let's talk to him as he is our in-race reporter. DJ?
Hey, Trevor, Dale Jarrett, you have a copy?
Do, yes, sir.
Well, it looks like as we've got inside of 30 laps here, things have kind of heated up. What was your view of that accident right there?
It's gotten a lot crazier. I mean, we saw a little bit of it earlier. I hate the stick that got torn up there, you know, for our teammate. But that last wreck, off the corner, I saw the 99 and the 20 were broke apart, and Carl was pushing me really good. We got hooked up, and we got by all that mess, fortunately, before it all broke out. But I saw a couple pairs that were trying to get lined up that were separated, and I knew that's normally not good. So I don't really know what happened there behind us, but I'm just glad we were in front of it.
We've had almost 90 laps now to figure out your car better in front. I know you want to be in front when it's over, but is it you seem to perform better with you leading Carl?
You know, it's kind of the opposite of what we've seen, you know, at the last race like this. Our car was a better pusher. This time we seem to be faster and more stable being the leader. When I push Carl, it seems to move his around a little bit. But when he pushes me, we're really stable, seem to be fast, and we've been out to the front a couple times. So our Ford Mustang's good. His is good pushing us, and we'll see if we can't work our way up through here patiently. Try not to get in any of those messes.
All right, we appreciate you talking with us. Have a nice 28 laps here, and we'll talk to you later on.
Good, thank you.
In case you're interested, Trevor will start 11th tomorrow at the race here at Talladega. And as we continue under this red flag situation, we've got another view from one of our onboard cameras and exactly what happened.
Yeah, Michael Waltrip was kind of in the eye of the storm when this thing broke out. Let's see what he sees.
Here they come, man. Hold what you got.
Right there, really looked like Murray got
We're in it, guys. We just got clappered.
And Vince is caught up with Michael Waltrip and Mike Bliss.
Yeah, and both these guys taking particular interest in the replay, and it was just described as you were kind of in the eye of the storm. Michael, what was your vantage point?
I know exactly what happened, and it happened on the radio before the restart. The two decided he would manipulate the restart so that the one could get behind him and they could work together like they had before. So, you know, it's the way you race, but the one and the two messing around got me crashed, and it's unfortunate, but that's what they decided to do, and the result was a big wreck.
Yeah, unfortunate indeed. Thanks, Mike. We're going to go have Jamie McMurray here in just a moment. Mike Bliss has stepped away.
Well, I think he may change his mind when he sees the replay a little better.
I don't know. I saw them trying to work a little bit together. But one thing that hasn't changed, the drafting may have changed, but there's always been tempers and differing opinions as to what happened here at Talladega.
Well, we have now got the red flag removed. We're back under caution. Gives us a chance also to send it to Jamie Little.
Well, we've heard one opinion from Michael Waltrip, Stephen Wallace out of the race. Of course, you're okay. What did you see happen?
I don't really know what happened. This is just another product of this two-car stupid racing. But I hate it, you know. Under a lot of pressure from these 5-hour guys to get this season going off right, and we didn't need this at all. We had a really good car today. Me and Michael Annette, my teammate, were working really, really well, and feel like we had a shot to win it. You know, hell, the whole field did. So we're back there just kind of, you know, cruising around, and then I don't know, somebody screwed up in front of us there and wrecked the whole field. But like I said, I hate it for 5-hour energy and all my guys, and it's just a tough deal.
We're on board with him there. Glad you're okay. Good news is Michael Annette, his teammate, is out there. Let's go over to the medical center with Vince Welch.
About the only thing that didn't work for Jamie McMurray today was his radio. Everything else was about perfect until that incident. Give us your understanding and vision of what happened there.
I really don't know what happened. I was obviously trying to get back to Elliott. We'd worked together really well all day. And Elliott was trying to get away from the 99 so that I could get hooked up with him. And I pulled to the inside, and I think the 18 was behind me, and he gave me a big shove. and I thought I was just gonna have to go with him because of the momentum we had, and then I just like I got hit in the right rear. I don't know. It's hard to do the evaluation until you see it on TV. But it was a really good day. I want to thank James Finch for giving me the chance to drive his car. That Landon did a really good job at Daytona in it, and it's just a really fast car. Those guys did a great job.
Thanks, Jamie. Marty?
16 total cars involved in this incident here at Talladega. We're back under caution. 6 minutes 45 seconds on that red flag. We'll reset it for you and go back to green flag racing.